Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and this is the Friday LEGO Let's Chat. Sorry about the glare on the box, there's not much I can do. It's just a very large LEGO set. And the lights only go so far apart, so I can't always control that. But we'll get things out of the box soon enough. This is the Ultimate Collector Series X-Wing Starfighter. Came out in April of 2023. I bought it for myself for my birthday with some of the funds that were generously donated by a number of you during the April streams, for which I am very, very grateful. I'm really excited to get going on this. This is going to be a really fun set. It is just under 2,000 pieces, so it's probably going to be a good 6 weeks on stream because we tend to do about 1 or 2 bags a Friday, so that's where we're heading, and I'm excited. We're going to take a look at the box first, and then I have some other things to unbox as well. Because I'm a VIP with LEGO, and because I ordered this ahead of time, like I pre-ordered it when it came out, I got some extra stuff with it, which is pretty cool. The ends of the box don't really have much for art to show. Neither does the top, so I'm just going to flip this around. Show you the back. Got some details, measurements. It is 21.5 inches long, and it is 10.5 inches both high and wide, I believe. You can check this out by hitting bang set in chat, just as Cosmic Dancer has shared with you, and see the dimensions on the LEGO website as well. For reference, the shuttle Discovery that we made a few months ago, that was 21 inches long. So this is going to be a big piece of kit. It's going to go in my living room somewhere. I'm not sure where when it's done, but I am very much looking forward to it. Before I unbox this, though, we have other things. There was 2 boxes. And funny story, this is what the delivery guy gave me when the X-Wing arrived. He came all the way upstairs and he handed this to me and he goes, "Here." And I was like, "Is that it?" He's like, "Yes." And I said, "Could you check?" Because I'm pretty sure that the X-Wing is in a much bigger box. And so he checked his little kiosk thing, and sure enough, I was right. He had left the other box downstairs by mistake. And he went down and got the other box, which was the box that had the X-Wing in it. But this box has the extra sets that came with it, including a small display Death Star 2 miniature model. That's almost 300 pieces. We've got this VIP set. I don't actually know what's in it. There's a small X-Wing as well, and I don't remember what that is. I think this is some sort of like medal or something. Commemorative. Oh, right, yeah. None of this I was really super interested in, but it came with the Ultimate Collector Series, so like you order it, you get it. And so this is a Death Star coin, I guess? That is hefty. Like metal etched. I don't know what I'd do with this, but we have it, we own it. It's a thing that is now ours. This is the kind of stuff that never gets me to buy things. Like I wanted the set, I bought it for the set. I didn't really care what else came with it. This just looks like a little tiny micro X-Wing. And there's no picture on this one. We'll have to open this up at some point and see what it is. It looks like it's some sort of little animal farm or something, maybe a little garden. There's a little dog in there somewhere I saw. Cosmic says, "I have one question, Joel. Was the pub loud last night?" Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I have a bit of a froggy voice today. It's my Star Wars voice. Hopefully you find it impressive. Most impressive. Anyway, get that out of the way. This is neat. That's going to be fun, actually. So we have some other sets to continue with after we finish the X-Wing. Oh, it's one of those punchy boxes. We'll have to open that a different way. It is 6 inches tall. That's pretty decent. Not as tall as the helmet sets, but Still not bad. Very cool. All right, big box time. Yes, this side. Thankfully, this set is one that opens with a nice, simple cut of the tape, which I much prefer. Just a few bags. Just a few bags. Instrucciones. Big old plaque plate. Oh, there's not a... I love that this is not a sticker. I love that they printed that for me. Thank you, Lego. Silly stickers. Obviously, that's the canopy. I guess I'll just move this out of the way. What are we looking at here? Two bags to two. These are thick plastic bags. 3. There's a 5. Oh. 2 bag number 1s. Where's the 4? There it is. 4, 5. I think I'm seeing 10 bags in total, although there's like a couple of bags of each. That's 9. 6. Hopefully the crinkling is not crazy loud. 9, 10. Yep. 10 bags in total, but almost every step has got 2 bags to it. Cosmic wanted to see me struggle. Well, I'm sure that will come. Hey, look, I have a handy empty cardboard box right next to me that I can put all this stuff in. So 10 bags in total. We will obviously start at the beginning. Bags 1. And instructions and other potential things. I'm glad that they put the instruction booklet in a nice folder so it doesn't get all banged up. Precious few stickers, the way I like it. I'm hoping that a lot of the detail on this is going to be brick related as opposed to sticker related. This is a hefty book though. Goodness. We've got 4 stickers. I could deal with that. I'll survive. A rite of passage for every LEGO Star Wars fan. Even after 4 decades, the Rebel Alliance keeps growing in our galaxy as the Star Wars saga continues to excite new generations of fans. And where would the Alliance be without X-Wing starfighters? These reliable starships have brought formidable Imperial forces to their knees in movies as well as other series like Star Wars Rebels, The Mandalorian, and the Book of Boba Fett. The most memorable scene is perhaps the trench run in A New Hope when Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing launches a successful attack at the Death Star. Just as this scene was a rite of passage for young Skywalker, building your first LEGO X-Wing Starfighter is a special occasion for many fans. Whether you're new to the fleet or have piloted others before, we're honored to have you on our team. That's cute. This is not my first X-Wing. This is my first Ultimate Collector Series Star Wars set. But we have the minifig scale X-Wing that we built in 2022, I think. Red 5. Yeah, this is a big piece of kit. That envelope is so simple but such a nice touch. Meadow, I agree. I like it when my instruction booklets come in good condition. Although this has got it's like, I'm not sure whether it's got some humidity damage or something, but it's all warped in the middle. It's making a lot of noise. And this is Jens Kronvold Fredrickson, creative director at LEGO Star Wars. Speed, precision, and firepower. Like many other Star Wars starships and vehicles, X-Wing starfighters are marked by the wear and tear of missions and battles, as are their astromech droid co-pilots. Nevertheless, these modestly sized crafts are no small feats of engineering and are favored among Rebel pilots as sturdy, reliable, and chock full of character. Built for battle with 4 laser cannons, 2 proton torpedo launchers, and the ability to activate hyperdrive, they can maneuver with speed and precision and were instrumental in the successful evacuation of the Rebel Echo base on Hoth. For the first movie-scale models, Lucasfilm Limited model designers originally based the body of the X-Wing Starfighter on a dragster car cockpit. I didn't know that. That's cool. That makes a lot of sense, actually. While most scale models were created using plastic or metal, the X-Wing Starfighter models were carved out of wood and decorated to achieve a rugged look of aged starships riveted together rather than a fleet of sleek, identical modern designs. It wasn't unusual for different models to be used to represent the same X-Wing Starfighter in various shots, and the full-scale models were highly detailed and add authenticity and depth to the close-up shots of Rebel pilots on the ground and in dogfights. I've seen some cool TikToks and YouTube videos about like the model preservation of all the original ships from the Star Wars series. It totally makes sense that it's modeled after like a dragster now. I can't believe I never saw that before. Red 5 standing by. The T-65 X-Wing Starfighter is a mere 12.5 meters or 41 feet long and weighs 10 metric tons. Fusion thrust engines generate a maximum speed of 1,050 kilometers per hour or 652 miles an hour. And the smooth maneuvering with the signature double wing gives pilots a clear advantage when dodging fire from enemy starships. The combination of deflector shield, projector, and generator provides significant protection in battle, with torpedo launchers and laser cannons allowing for precision attacks on fast-moving targets. In case of crashes on swampy planets or similar emergencies, the Starfighter comes with a fully equipped survival kit, including field rations to last the pilot a week, letting an astromech droid serve as a combined navigation system and built-in mechanic as a stroke of genius by the Incom Corporation. I guess that's who made them. As the droid may be used for multiple purposes on missions and on the ground, like transporting Death Star blueprints or disabling trash compactors. Fun little movie references and stuff. Some cool concept art. Yeah, the info is cool. I agree, Dan. This is more from the creators. This is from Henrik Anderson, LEGO Star Wars designer. Every time we release a new LEGO X-Wing Starfighter, we hear from Star Wars fans who want to share their excitement after they have built the first one. It's a familiar feeling. I have worked at LEGO as a LEGO model designer for over 25 years now, and the first model I ever worked on was the first Ultimate Collector Series X-Wing Starfighter Set 7191 released in 2000. There are always new details or techniques to explore, and like their movie model counterparts, each version we have released has its own unique characteristics. It was a high priority to decorate the cockpit. This is the first time we have done that. We've developed new wing plates to get the correct angle on the rear edge of the wings to increase the size of the engines. We created a new wall element too. In the films, we see Luke in a few different variations of the cockpit of the legendary Red 5, and we wanted to incorporate the best of these versions. I didn't realize that the Red 5 changed. I guess it makes sense. I don't watch the movies in that level of detail that I would notice changes in the cockpit. This is a detailed display model of the X-Wing Starfighter Luke Skywalker pilots in the original trilogy and later in the Mandalorian series, incorporating key elements in each version. Opening canopy reveals the decorated cockpit, retractable targeting sight, folding wings that function. For the first time, the information plaque is decorated, replacing stickers previously used in Ultimate Collector Series. Slow clap for LEGO. Very much appreciated. New Luke Skywalker Rebel pilot uniform with new arm printing and new leg elements, new engine construction, and space for the R2-D2 minifigure in the socket behind the cockpit. So is this actually... Oh no, Luke sits on the stand, I guess. See him down there. Retractable targeting computer is a cool idea. We're making our packaging more sustainable. This is where they talk about trading plastic for paper bags, but this set came with plastic bags. All right, baga numero uno. Let's go. Page 15. Thanks for being here, everybody. I hope you're having a good day. Always takes a little while to get the first bag underway with all the unboxing and the instructions and stuff, but looking forward to seeing how this comes together. It's wonderfully cool here in Nova Scotia now. Nice bright sunny day, but I don't think it's more than 15 degrees outside. I tried to maneuver the camera to display a little bit more of the table, and I don't know if the camera lens is distorting things or what, but one of the reasons I was late starting. I tried to raise the camera. I wanted to have a wider shot, but the arm that I bought from Elgato did not seem to want to work with me today, so I abandoned that. I might try to mess around with it more in between streams, but I need to figure out a better situation. Very happy it's the weekend, says Cosmic. Yeah. I don't know if I've necessarily had a good or a bad week. I just feel like it was one of those weeks where I know I worked, I know I did things, but I don't feel like I accomplished very much. I think part of that is because I only got to the gym twice. Normally I go 3 or 4 times. But at the same time, it eats up a huge portion of my day, so when you don't go, you do get a big chunk of time back. Hey, bud, welcome in. How's it going? Definitely got a lot of Technic pieces. A lot of the understructure, I'd imagine. Who knows what the pink pieces are for? They are pink pieces, yes, Cosmic. It's like a weird Easter pink, very pastel. I'm sure they're just things to help you measure out where to put certain pieces. Although the engines on an X-Wing are pretty pink. More like a fuchsia, I guess. Is everybody caught up on this week's episode of Ahsoka? Got to see Grand Admiral Thrawn. I thought it was really good. The more I see of Baylan Skoll, too, the sadder I am that, unfortunately, Ray Stevenson passed away. He's doing such a good job in that show. It's really interesting to see a fallen Jedi, because I don't think... They've not said in the show that he's Sith. I don't think that he's Sith. I think that he's somewhere in between. And very curious to see what his plan is now that they're, you know, moving the plot forward as far as the bad guys go. Weirdly, I feel like I've lost some space across the top here. I don't know why. The whole show is on my list to watch, considering I just now getting around to watching Good Omens Season 1. It'll be another few years before I get to it. Cosmic, did you watch or anybody else in the chat, are people completionists? Have you finished like Clone Wars and Rebels? Or are you looking at going into Ahsoka knowing only what The Mandalorian and other shows like that have shown you? The live Thrawn wasn't quite what I expected after seeing the animated version and a leaked photo, but so far his demeanor fits the part. Looking forward to more. You know it's the same voice actor, right, Obu? Lars Mikkelsen? He did the voice in the cartoon. I think the difference with the cartoons is that everything animated has to be a little bit more exaggerated. So I think people expecting him to be exactly like the cartoons maybe have to adjust their expectations. I have the problem of someone that has read and really enjoyed the original Heir to the Empire trilogy by Timothy Zahn back in the 90s. And that version of the character, even though the character Thrawn has been brought into canon, those stories of Thrawn are no longer part of canon. So there's certain elements of those books that are just not part of his character, and so I have a hard time sometimes training my brain to remember, right, this is not the Thrawn that I remember from my youth, but it's the Thrawn that I have to pull forward from Rebels. But I think Mikkelsen is nailing it. I think he's great. I really like what he's doing. I like the cold, calculating nature of Thrawn as well. Kind of going in blind to Ahsoka. I know bits and pieces, but it's just one of those shows that has grabbed my interest. Not a completionist when it comes to TV shows. Right on. I think you can get a lot out of Ahsoka without having seen everything. You can also look up. There is a featurette on Disney Plus that kind of gives you essential Ahsoka character beats. Kind of the same thing that they did for some of the Avengers. When the Avengers films started coming out, they had like some different stuff online that you can go and, you know, refresh your memory. Like before WandaVision came out, there was like a little featurette on Wanda Maximoff and a little featurette on Vision, just to kind of refresh your memory or bring people up to speed in case they didn't know. And I think that they've done that with Ahsoka as well. You can go and look up a kind of a character study. Yeah, so far I really like it. Well, I mean, so far it's more than half over. There's only 2 episodes left. Wraps up on the 5th of October, the 3rd of October, one of those early weeks in October. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, like what's gonna be next on my list list to watch after Ahsoka, actually. I'm still slowly working my way through the Star Wars Visions, the animated shorts that they put together, and some of them are pretty good. Some of them are dumb, so I tend to tune those out and I'll end up being on my phone, but some of them are pretty good. More of a movie kind of guy rather than TV show, says Hey Bud. I think you should give some of the short series, especially on Disney Plus, a chance. I find that television can be more engaging than movies a lot of the time. Especially stuff that's made for streaming. Stuff that's made for network television is usually not great. Because it's meant to sell advertising, right? That hasn't changed, unfortunately. But I really like series like The Mandalorian, Stranger Things on Netflix is good. And I would say Stranger Things on Netflix is better than anything that could have jammed into 3 movies. 3 or 4 seasons of Stranger Things is much better than that. What else? It's funny, like I've consumed so many shows. Jack Ryan. Those are great spy thrillers, and that would not be nearly as good if it was just movies. Not to say that the Harrison Ford movies aren't good, but I definitely like the TV show. Krasinski is great in that. I guess I forgot to do all the black up top, didn't I? I should have done those sooner. Can't remember the last film I actually sat down and watched. Your attention span for films is terrible these days. I watched News of the World with Tom Hanks. I recently watched the Super Mario movie, which I would argue a short attention span does not require. or it would serve a short attention span because it was pretty go. I liked it. I liked the Mario movie. There was something else I was going to watch too, and I can't remember. I've been watching Dota Dragon's Blood, which is not an amazing show, but one of the few animes that I can actually appreciate. The animation is pretty good. The action in it is pretty good. So that's where it kind of holds my interest, I guess. Slowly but surely getting there. The best pieces right there? You mean the pink ones? Color me surprised. I never had, I don't think I had an X-Wing toy as a kid. If I did, I wish I had kept it. I don't remember. I feel like somebody I knew had one. I don't remember if I had one. You'd think I would remember it, but I'm pretty sure that I didn't have one. Gets crayon, what color is surprise again? I've never heard that, Cosmic. That's a great line. It's really funny. Is anybody watching any good animation on Netflix? I've been in the mood to get into some more animated stuff. Not necessarily anime, but like anything animated, any kind of cartoons or animated series. I've got the He-Man series bookmarked, not the one by Kevin Bacon, not Kevin Bacon, Kevin Smith. The other one, the more modern looking CG one. I remember watching the first season, thought it was okay. Wasn't the end of the world. It's a little over the top, but I kind of liked the art direction, so I'll keep watching it just to kind of see what happens. Now, unfortunately, I did not do all the black at once. I've got a funny feeling this set is going to have a lot of very small details. I hope they space it out over different bags, though. That would be nice. All right, those are just too rolly to worry about. Imagine if Kevin Bacon remade He-Man. Oops. Be like a He-Man Footloose combo. I'm not a big Guardians of the Galaxy fan. I generally find that stuff kind of awkward, but Kevin Bacon in the Guardians of the Galaxy Halloween Christmas special was actually pretty funny. And he just played himself. So now I'm just fitting pieces in wherever they're gonna go. And these last bits are just gonna be in a pile because they're just too difficult to line up. How are we doing for time? 2:08. It might be worth taking a break before I start to build. How long have I been live? It's in your head now. Footloose and I Have the Power. It's a winning combination. Well played, Cosmic. 51 minutes. Thank you, Cosmic. Yeah, let's take the break just a little bit early, just so that I don't have to stop in the middle of putting things together. For anybody that's new to the stream, I take a break once an hour. It gives me a chance to reheat my coffee, which is unfortunately cold because it's sitting by the window, and I get a bit of a stretch break. You should too. Always good to stand up, stretch a little bit. Maybe grab a friend, let them know. There is a tweet as well as an Instagram story post up there if you want to share it around, let people know that we're streaming. And we're going to be building some Lego live in about 5 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, what did I say? Page 15, I think? Yeah, I'm a little concerned that the book is not going to lay flat. I guess we start with this piece. Thank you, Blast Jordan. Thank you, Cosmic. Appreciate it. Yeah, I really wish I knew how to fix this. So then one of these long ones goes right along here. Star Wars ships are always really interesting in that you have to build up the structure first. Or these, I'm sure these are going to go quite quickly. So over the course of the week, we've been playing Starfield, and I've been wanting to do more with it, but I've been debating how much more I'm going to stream. I feel like there are some rewarding pieces to it. So yesterday I was waiting for a friend to pick me up, and I played a little bit of the survey missions that we were doing, the one that we were on a planet for like an hour. I went to the other planet of the survey mission. It wasn't worth as much. It was 1,000 credits, I think, instead of 2,500. But there were, I kid you not, 3 things to scan. I finished it in 2 minutes. Like, there wasn't, I landed on the planet, I looked at 4 things, I got back in the ship, and I took off, and that was the end of the mission. That was the whole thing. I was like, what? Just bizarre. And then we go with the gray one. Two more. You were catching up on Minecraft Live? No Moo Bloom? What do you mean no Moo Bloom? I mean, I know what a Moo Bloom is. Minecraft Live isn't until October 15th. Context, Dan. Context. Got one of these little guys. And then 4 of these. Oh, making a mess. Cosmic says, see, what had me excited about Starfield was the whole 1,000 planets. Loads to explore. If it's loads to explore, it's like 3 things on a planet. No thanks. Yeah, that's what I'm concerned about as well. I very much feel like Starfield makes you feel like you're on rails. You're not really exploring. You're not really having meaningful conversations with the NPCs. You're just going through various different dialogue options of them saying the same thing. Like, they say, yes, that's a good idea, let's go do this, or no, that's a bad idea, but you're going to do it anyway, and so you end up going in the same direction no matter what. It does not feel like your choices have weight. I've heard the opposite, though, about Baldur's Gate. I heard Baldur's Gate, you can, like, there's points of no return and things like that, consequences, which is interesting, and a much more, I think, RPG experience. Baldur's Gate seems to be very, very, very well received, from what I can tell. Put in one of these long ones. Noticing that this also does not have highlighted instructions like some of the other kits from Lego, so we have to be paying careful attention. And then another small one like this. I take it, Dan, you mean that there's a new Minecraft video on YouTube that has announced things for Minecraft Live, would be my deduction from what you're trying to say. Did they announce all 3 of the mob vote candidates? And this goes and attaches back here. Like that. And then we've got these 2 pieces here. Two of these little pink half moons or quarter moons. And this other piece here. Not entirely sure why they're pink, but hey. I wonder what the reason is behind some of these pieces, especially if they get covered up. I guess it must be just like, hey, these are cheap, or we have a lot of these. You know, dear designers, we have a lot of pink pie pieces. Please use with reckless abandon on the insides of your technical builds so that we can move them. Right, so then we put these facing in a slightly different direction. That strikes me as something that maybe has some purpose down the line. Very interesting pattern. It's the best part of the set, so they made them the best color. You're not biased at all, Cosmic, though. Okay, that's that step. And now we're covering them up. I think you'll find that I'm very fair. Alright, a couple of these. I am not feeling this music today. And then these two pieces. Yeah. I would love if Lego would release like little mini documentaries about the building. I know they do little adverts and stuff on the website, but I mean like proper behind the scenes challenges the designer had, putting things together, getting things the right proportions, structural integrity. That is definitely something that I would watch. It's definitely got spaceship vibes, even though it's not really creating much here. That piece, that piece, that piece, that, and that. Yep. Two of these and two of these. Like, this is a very complicated little addition here. And that goes on. I'm not even sure if this is the front or the back. I'm guessing this is the back. True Purple, subscribing at tier 1, 56 months. Thank you ever so much, True Purple. That's amazing. Much appreciated. Folks, if you're wondering, Twitch subs are 25% off for the month of September. You get access to the Discord, you get access to the emotes here on the channel. And if you want to have just the Discord, then you can always check out Patreon, which is patreon.com/JoelDuggan. One of the better ways to support the streaming work that I do. All right, so this goes here. It's a really tight spot. I wonder what's going to go in there. It's weird how it looks like it's warped to me, but I know it's not. It feels like it's got a bend in it, and it's got something to do with the lighting in here that's just kind of making an optical illusion. Cosmic says, okay, from what I can gather regarding Minecraft Live and the Moo Bloom, there's a new Minecraft monthly video out, and they mention the mob vote, and they will be releasing the mobs you can vote on the Minecraft YouTube channel on the 1st of October. The Moo Bloom is mentioned, and they pretty much say, not this year. Thanks for the context, Cosmic. Much appreciated. I know that you wouldn't mind a Moo Bloom, but a Moo Bloom would be a boring announcement for me. I would not be excited about that at all. I don't really get that excited about these announcements. I look forward to them. I think it's neat that they add stuff to the game. I find it interesting. I find, the kind of things that they do cool and fun, but I don't get excited so much. That should say the first week of October, not the 1st of October. Oh, okay. So it's going to happen at some point during the first week. Well, that'll be good because that'll give us something to talk about leading up to Minecraft Live on the Spawn Chunks podcast. So that'll be good. We've got this bizarre piece. There's something really fun about all this stuff being wonderfully technical, and you've got no clue what it's for. None. Like, it looks like engine parts, Like, I have no clue. Looks like it might hold the canopy, but I don't know if we've built this up enough for that, Maybe it's for the bottom of the seat. That could be it too. I get a funny feeling that this is like around where the pilot will sit. So far, so good. You can see the shape, the dragster shape that they mentioned in the instructions. Three of those and 4. They did mention that this was the first time that they detailed the cockpit in an X-Wing model. Oh, I was right. It is the seat. Cool. Something I always forget about these UCS sets is that the scale of them is so large. And that goes here. So there's the scale of the seat. So it's a little bit bigger than minifig, but not by a lot. I don't know that I am really aware that they communicate in the films just how big the X-Wings are. I think they're a lot longer than they look like a snub-nosed fighter, but I feel like they're a lot longer than you really perceive them to be because of the camera angles. As much as I would love my beloved flower cow, you're right. I think in moving the community forward, adding a mob that has already lost a mob vote isn't the way. No, I think, and I think there's still a possibility that you might get those kind of things. The mobs that didn't make the vote previously, I think that they still receive some feedback. And Mojang has that information and then can decide whether they want to, you know, like act on that and bring something into the game that they have some feedback on, you know? And where does this go? And then these go here. But yeah, I think that mob votes for Minecraft, it's going to be more interesting if they do not add options for terrestrial animals. So like, I don't want squirrels or birds or things like that. I think what they did the other year with a golem and the glare and the sniffer and all that kind of stuff was really interesting. Right? So I think that kind of thing feels more Minecrafty, for the lack of a better way to say it. And I think that leaning into the fantasy nature of Minecraft is probably the more imaginative and fun and more interesting way to go, because then you're not limited by assumptions of, you know, how something functions or how something like lives and works in a real world scenario. Oh, cool. This is like the flight stick, I guess. And then we're on another big structure. That was cool. I really enjoyed putting that little cockpit detail together. That was good. It's weird how sometimes these don't make any noise, and I really want them to. Oh. Yeah, there's no satisfying click with these when you're putting them together. You can feel it, but you can't hear it, I guess, to be clear. Speaking of Minecraft, says Cosmic, did you see the videos they released on YouTube recently? That is a playlist of music. They're like lo-fi beat videos you see on YouTube, but Minecraft music has been remixed. Yes, I did see those. I played one just for a bit to see what they were. It's cool that they did it. Alright, so this just kind of layers up on the nose. Right from here. Feeling very sturdy. We've got this. Yeah, I'm not sure what to expect with the mob vote. I think we were talking on the Spawn Chunks recently that it would be nice if they had another ancient mob, something that you would get and have to hatch in the same way that you do a sniffer. I don't know whether the whole egg thing is good, or maybe it should be something else. Not entirely sure in terms of a mechanic, but I like the idea of going to search for the mob rather than it just existing and you have to then just find it in the world. I think it would be more interesting if it was like some sort of mechanic where you had to raise it, hatch it, incubate it, something, you know? Not necessarily saying it has to be an egg, but something along those lines I think would be cool. This goes right behind this. No idea what that's for. 2, 4, 6, 10. I like the search aspect for the sniffer. That was fun, especially with no elytra. Yeah, that would be interesting. And most of it was underwater, right? Like that's how you had to look for ruins and things to find it. I mean, they have the archaeology system. They could have, you know, maybe you have to find something in pots, maybe, for the new mob. I don't know. The Lego does this lovely thing where they do like left and right, and they try to stay consistent with the colors. So we'll see if it makes it easier for us down the line. Oh, this is actually the exposed top of it already. I didn't think we were going to see the top of it right away. Do all 4 of these. 1 of these little guys. I like how they said that there's going to be a lot of like color and detail and damage and the scars of battle. It should be kind of cool to see what it's going to look like. And we've got this little guy goes there. You forget sometimes, you think about them as just white ships, but they've got beige and red and obviously rebel markings and stuff on them as well. You can really start to see the drag racer shape on this part. That's really cool. I would have never thought that that's what modeled after, but it makes so much sense, says Cosmic. Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's totally visible. I don't know that I would have noticed it had they not said it. You know what I mean? So this goes under it. Here. Interesting. I think that's good. Oh, this is the underplate. This is going to be really big. In a very good way, I think. That's a fun track, Cosmic. You're right. It's short, but it's fun. It's so easy to realize something when someone points it out to you. Yeah. That's what I like about those behind the scenes featurettes, you know? You get to see what the artists were thinking when they designed things, and I really enjoy all of the imagery in the Rebels series from the original Ralph McQuarrie concept art for Star Wars. That was really clever how they worked a lot of that in. Really tricky. That seems right to me. Oh, this is the targeting computer. Neat. This is the little bit that Luke Skywalker brings out and then turns off before he blows up the Death Star in A New Hope. I think it's the only time it's used. Not sure if you can see that. There. So it can rotate and it can retract. Neat. That's a nice touch. Stickers. that goes up like that. And then we put this little bit on the top. And this goes here. And there's 2 stickers that go on that. We're ripping the Band-Aid off early. This is always tricky. Not bad, not bad. All right, and then this piece has, it looks different on the sticker than it does. Oh no, I see. Okay, goes this way. Right. This is always so difficult. You have like a little bit of room to nudge it around before it's really on there, but I think that's pretty good. And then that attaches to this piece right here, like that. And all of this is spare. Do I stick my tongue out when I put on stickers? No. No, I have trouble talking when I do it, though. And then we are supposed to be starting bag 2. But it is almost 3 o'clock for me, which means it is time to wrap things up. I'm going to pace this out. I'm going to do 1 to 2 bags per stream. It depends. It will depend on the week, the weather, and how fast they come together. We obviously spent a little bit of time exploring the instructions and unboxing some stuff today, so that's where we lost a little bit of time. Normally on a stream on a Friday afternoon, I get about 2 bags done. But this is looking very cool. Very much a drag racer type shape, as they described. But it's going to be big. Like, there's still a nose to go on that. There's still wings to go on this. And then it's deceptive how much of the X-Wing is actually engine and thrusters. It's going to be, like, very long. So I'm looking forward to this. Great deal. Thank you to everybody for being here. I hope you enjoyed the day. Make sure that you come back tomorrow at 1 o'clock Atlantic. That's UTC minus 3 hours for Minecraft. Doing that both Saturday and Sunday. The normal hangout on the weekends. Working in West Hill. Hopefully we finish this wheat field. I kind of bit off more than I can chew. I did not want it to take this long, but here we are. You can check out the Spawn Chunks podcast at thespawnchunks.com, the Citadel Cafe podcast at thecitadelcafe.com, and of course, I'm Joel Duggan on social media. Very easy to find. I stream Thursday through Sunday. I've been fitting in extra streams if I have to make things up on the weekends, but we are trying to play some Starfield. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be streaming Starfield, but we'll see. We'll give it at least a little bit more time on the main story to see if that picks up. Cosmic is making some raid suggestions. Tadpole, Gemini Tay, Rizzy Realmhopper, and Impulse. It has been a hot minute since I have raided Gemini Tay. Let's send everyone over there. Gemini is a lovely streamer and is a fellow Canadian. She's in Newfoundland. I think you will have a very good time. And I'm off to the gym to be a good human. See you folks tomorrow. Thanks for everything. Bye for now.